I have a lot to be thankful for, and I am so thankful for you.
You're listening to That Music Podcast with Bryson Tarbett, the curriculum designer and educational consultant behind That Music Teacher and the Elementary Music Summit. Each week, Bryson and his guests will dive into the reality of being an elementary music teacher and how music can truly be transformative in the lives of the students you serve. Show notes and resources mentioned in this episode can be found at thatmusicteacher.com.
Welcome back to this episode of That Music Podcast, where I'm going to talk a little bit off the heart and talk about how thankful I am for so many things, especially you as a music teacher that is helping students learn the love of music that, let's be honest, me and you and so many people have understood, and it's been so important to our life. So first of all, I want to get that right off the chest, which is I am so thankful for you. I know that you are likely underappreciated, underpaid, and overworked. And I'm so thankful for you for waking up each and every day to ensure that the students that are in your classroom have a positive connection with music in their class. One of the things that really is a super big responsibility is a lot of times, especially as elementary music teachers, we might be the only interaction a student has with formal music education. So what do we do with that information? How do we make sure that we are making the best of it and making sure that we are instilling the love of music in the way that we're trying to do? And that's a big task. And that is a lot of what I try to cover here on the podcast and with my company. But I want to thank you for waking up and making the imperfect action and trying new things and understanding that sometimes things don't work and sometimes things get better before they get worse, and sometimes things get really messy, and sometimes we're stuck in a system that really doesn't support us, and we have to figure out a way to work within the system. And I appreciate that, and I thank you for that, and I see you for that. When I started That Music Teacher way back in 2018, maybe February, March of 2018, I had no idea what That Music Teacher would become. Back then, it was just an Instagram account that I created to follow a bunch of other music teachers, and it turned into my full-time job, which is so weird to say, but it is an absolute blast being able to support you these past few years in so many different ways, whether it be the podcast, posting on Instagram, the Elementary Music Summit, the Middle School Music Summit, whatever different things that we have. It's been wonderful. It's been amazing. I've never been so excited to wake up and serve such amazing music teachers that I am right now. I am so thankful that I have a team behind me here at That Music Teacher that supports us and supports me and supporting you, because I just believe in the power of making sure teachers have the content specific professional development they need. And I've seen the impact that events like the Elementary Music Summit and learning from the podcast can have on classrooms and can have on teachers who are like really burning out and are ready to leave the classroom. That is what I'm thankful for, is that we are able to be a part of that journey, be a part of your journey, and be a part of your classroom. One of the things that I really kind of struggled with when I made the decision to leave the classroom was I didn't really want to leave the classroom. I wanted to still be able to make an impact on students. And, I've done a lot of soul searching and realizing that I'm still doing that, through That Music Teacher, we're still able to make an impact in student lives. We're just kind of one person removed, right? We're helping you as the teacher learn new strategies and get the PD that you need. And then you're having an impact on those students. And I think that, being able to spread that impact is something that we very firmly believe in here at That Music Teacher. When we're making our decisions on, what events are we going to host, or, what trainings, or, what guests are we going to bring in, we really come down to like, how are we best going to support the teachers that are in the classroom? How are we going to best support our members in the membership, but also our listeners who are listening for free? How can we make sure that every single music teacher that comes into our world leaves a little better off because of it? And I'm so thankful that I have a team that helps me stay true to those values and stay true to that mission. And I'm so thankful that you've been with me on this journey. I have to say, leaving the classroom and starting running my company full time has been a roller coaster of emotions. And It's been a wild ride, but what I thank you for is I thank you for supporting me and my vision. And, whether that means, purchasing something or joining the membership or even just sharing or attending or listening or sending us an email telling us how something has helped you. Thank you. We see you, and it really does make a difference to be able to know that what we're doing here is making a difference, because that's the whole goal, is to help support music teachers that are in the trenches so that they can make sure students know the love of music. Like, I'm so thankful that I had music teachers to help me understand. So my challenge for you is this, especially if you're struggling, because let's be honest, November in the music classroom is a little wild. If you're struggling with remembering what you're thankful for, I would challenge you to take a moment and pause and remember. I don't want to say like remember your why, because like that's so much. It's so much more than that. Talk about, I want you to talk about or note or write down or journal or just think about the things that you're thankful for in your life, in your classroom, in your school environment. Even if there are so many other things that you are incredibly not thankful for, try to look at the small things that happen every day that remind you why you're thankful to be able to do music and make music with kids. I have a Post-it note that I wrote myself on my very first day of teaching. I don't know why I was so wise, but I had it next to my computer ever since. Now it's laminated and it's still next to my computer. And it says, "You still make a difference even on bad days." So I want you to remember that as well. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for the impact you're having on your students. And like always, in case nobody has told you lately, thank you so much for making a difference in each and every life of the students that you serve.